October 1st, Friday, October 1st. It is the start of Q4, the last 3 months of the year. A couple of thoughts. If you've had any interest in real estate investing, I think now is the time to sign up for the course below, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. I think the housing market is slowing down. I think the 30-year mortgage will be higher in a year than today. And if you do the work and you look for good or great deals, you can still find cash flowing assets, put in a debt structure that you will be very, very happy with long term. A couple of things we got to do real quick is remember, we've got Happy, and now we have, oh, so hard juggling two dogs. Sunny, look at that cutie pie. There's Sunny. I'm going to put them down as they're like little struggling puppies on my lap. There you go, guys. What we're going to do here is if we get to 500 likes or thumbs up in 24 hours, I will go out and buy a silly dog costume or something, and I will put them in them so we can all chuckle and laugh. So I don't know. That seems like a good deal. I don't think I've ever gotten 500 thumbs up. Let's see if buying dog clothes gets us 500 thumbs up. So let's see what happens. Before we get started with the daily financial news, I was so excited to introduce Happy yesterday. I forgot to congratulate 4 people. Yes, we have 4 more people that are getting congratulations. Travis is back at it. If you remember Travis, I think it was Tuesday. It might have been Wednesday. Travis had 4. Well, he just closed another one today, so shout out Travis. Jim, congratulations. Tito, congratulations. And Avery, congratulations. Your cards will go out tomorrow. And yes, I just had to go buy a whole nother roll of stamps because we're sending out lots and lots of cards. So have fun with that. Again, remember it is Q4. This is the time to make sure the year counted and also to set yourself up for next year. A couple of things we're going to talk about today. Again, we are on a pretty good roll on this channel with things that we talk about weeks, sometimes months in advance. The kind of dominoes are falling. And one that we talked about last earnings quarter when Dollar Tree and Dollar General reported. I said in those videos that I really think they're going to have to change their business model or change their name, because when you're selling stuff at $1, there's not much margin left. And if you have to ship everything from China and the cost of a container went up 10x, it's going to get a little sketchy. So Dollar Tree admitted yesterday that they are going to have to start selling more and more things above $1, and it may be hard to hold that line. So it would not shock me if Dollar Tree is forced to change their name. Yes, if inflation takes off or continues to go as I think it is, Dollar General, Dollar Tree will no longer be Dollar General and Dollar Tree. They'll have to change their name because they won't be able to sell nearly anything for less than $1. Couple of things that came out today. The Fed favorite inflation index or indicator, it's called PCE. It was not good. Just simply said, not good. Inflation's running at 4.3% year on year. That is the highest since 1991. The core inflation indicator was 3.6, which was the highest reading ever. They're down there playing. And then goods were up 5.5% with services up 3.6%. This is undoubtedly why Powell is admitting finally that this transitory concept was smoke and mirrors, and he's a little frustrated. He's also admitted that the dual mandate of unemployment and pricing or goods, pretty tough job. And again, Powell has inadvertently, I believe, repeating the mistakes of the Fed presidents before Paul Volcker. 1 second. You guys are playing too loud down there. So a couple of other things I noted today is inflation is not only a domestic challenge, it is a round the world challenge. German inflation, largest economy in Europe, has record inflation at 4.1%. So again, it is around the world. Saw an interesting article from Cathie Wood this morning. Cathie Wood, she's out saying the rise in oil prices is more about supply than demand. You can get that, right? If the supply is contained or constrained, supply chain issues, Maybe it has more to do with the supply chain being herky-jerky than demand. Then she goes on to talk about whale oil. That was quite the turn in the article that I read. Perhaps it was a part of an interview and the creator of the article moved him around. But Cathie Wood was talking about whale oil, and I can't remember the last time I talked about whale oil. I actually remember studying it in college. It was one of those things you study when you look at price elasticity and technology innovations. Yes, whale oil. That was funny. As expected, the government got funded. Shocking news, folks. Self-preservation wins again. When in doubt, realize that politicians will take care of themselves. Not a surprise. Called that one again. Check. Looks like we're still battling out the infrastructure votes. Where do you stand? Do you think the infrastructure vote happens? Looks like it may be postponed till Monday. I don't know if you saw that. I just checked Twitter before I hit go live. And apparently Congress has been called to session and then recess. Sounds like fun, right? We're here. No, we're not. But looks like now Nancy Pelosi wants the weekend to continue negotiating. I don't know about you. Call me cynical, but I think the government loves to spend our money. So I suspect they will pass the 1 trillion or 1.5 or whatever it will be on Monday or Tuesday. I think it happens. The 3.5, I think it happens, but it'll be smaller. But again, the government likes to spend money, and they will. Looks like PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, has just told all 40,000 employees or consultants that they can live anywhere and remote work across the country. So again, we're seeing more and more large corporations invest in technology that allows their human capital be elsewhere. And I wonder if this is a trend that continues and picks up. If so, cheaper and cheaper locations will continue to have population growth. U.S. auto sales, crater. Just absolutely crater. The forecast for the quarter is down 13 or 14% after a massive fall in September of 25%. GM is expected to be down 31.5, with Ford down 29.3. Folks, they're blaming the supply chain and all of that. I'm telling you, I think we're heading into a recession. And again, I want to ask you this question. If Q4 GDP or Q3 even, we just finished, Q3 GDP growth is 4%, but we have 5% inflation, isn't that a recession? Now, I know the economists won't, because they'll say, no, Michael, GDP grew. But if you really go back and you strip out the inflationary impact, that's a negative 1% print. So for me, that is the start of a recession. And remember, we need 2 quarters in a row to actually be called one. It will be interesting to see what happens in Q4. I saw a crazy post about El Salvador and Bitcoin. If you remember, I don't know, a month ago or so, they gave their citizens, I don't know, $50 in Bitcoin or something like that. But I just saw today that El Salvador is mining Bitcoin with volcano power. Volcano power. I didn't even know you could do that. That just sounded odd, so I thought I would share. And then lastly, actually 2 more things. Saw some more articles about financial independence. If you know, Matt and Dion and I are really talking about how we kind of share that idea with the cheat code and things of that nature. But again, the first step to financial independence, I keep sharing with you, I keep pointing it out, is a budget. You got to understand what you're spending, right? It's kind of like getting in a boat in an ocean or a lake and you don't know where the holes are. You need to know what you spend. That's why the budget is the first step in my $99 course, Get Your Money Right. Then you talk about discretionary spending and things of that nature. But yeah, lots of interesting stuff going on. And then finally, let's talk about the China crackdown. I think there are some pretty significant things going on there. I will likely do a live stream on China as I collect my thoughts, probably over the weekend. But China's cracking down, and I think it is going to have very negative impact on China in the years to come. First and foremost, innovation is going to be down, right? They are attacking the innovators, and thus innovation will be down. They are raising the cost of foreign capital. with the treatment of foreign capital in Evergrande, you are going to see that if foreign capital wants to come to China, it will be more expensive. I believe you're actually going to see more unemployment in China. As you crack down on businesses, they will not invest as much, they will not hire as much, and I believe unemployment will be an unintended consequence of what is going on in socialist China. I believe real estate has just started to drop or crash or collapse or whatever you want to call it. I believe Evergrande is big enough to take the entire market with it. And then the most important thing, and the thing that I watch in the US, is the psychology of consumers. I believe the consumer psychology in China has been dented. It has been damaged. And once that happens, it is a feedback loop. When Chinese citizens get together for family gatherings or whatever, they're going to be talking about how much they lost. And that does not bode well for a consumer economy going forward. So lots of things going on over there. The question is when and if or where it impacts the United States. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about that. One thing I could say for sure is you're going to see the wealthy, the 1, 2, 3%, continually look to get capital out. But other than that, I think there will be other ripples, but I will share with those later. Today is Friday, the start of Q4. Let's make it happen. Do the work, focus, buy box, all of that good stuff. If you haven't bought my new book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, What is Holding You Back? I wrote that book for you. 15 different stories, 15 different folks, all doing different things. You can find the 3 or 4 that speak to you and enjoy. So thank you very much, folks. Have a wonderful day. I have interviews from 8 a.m. till 1, all for you. Take care.